Welcome to the NHK Analysis Reflection Part 5. Starts with Sadu, just episode 14. That Sadu just generally, jumped, gonna jump off the island, but he told me, and the group of Yamazaki just stop him. Just a little recap here, and Sato just and everything just settled down, and we see how Yamasaki is really good at helping Sato, because and he didn't eat anything because inside he is really worried about Sato, but I don't know in what way. In the same way as Mizaki, I don't really know. But inside, I think that he is disdaining Sato to some extent, and like I probably, but the actions of his is helping Sato a lot. So I generally think that Yamazaki think lowly of disdain, a little bit disdain of Sato, but not to the extent of Mizaki, who's Yamazaki also saying that she did wrong, like giving a food to the stray dogs, and generally let him be addicted to Yamazaki and be happy that she has someone to being like her slave, and it just really the situation that I think very realistic. Like you could, like if there's a kikikomori, and like you could, and having no intimate connection, that wanted them so much, like you could doing like Mizagi if you are killed or something, and playing with the heart of the hikikomori, and generally giving a food to the stray dog, and like let him be addicted to you, and now he's being a slave. That's it. It's very realistic stuff that could happen in real life, and I have seen generally a lot of the stuff, even normal relationship with girlfriend and boyfriends, that I not say all of them, but I see from medias like anime that a girlfriend who is beautiful treated her boyfriends with the mole of generally like playing with them, and like Yamazaki, who's helping Sato from the paradise, getting generally just so these guys have the second thought, and this is a really good quote and teaching that you shouldn't, if like when one person get caught up in one line of thinking, one thought process, like you could, there's other way of resolving things, and often in front of you, it's like hair, a straw of hair, hiding the mountain before your eye that you need to go to. So this is kind of really good teaching that NHK kind of teach you. So like and Minekishi draw off the paper of the offline meetings, shows how it is. It will be the fire that lies, that this incident will will be the fuel that let us go on go on to life with more confidence, with more uh will be one of the lessons that we learn to light more fire on our life, and having more motivation for living. This business and teaching us a lot. And so, and the fact that Sato light the campfire made group of suicide have the second thought of the life could be still have the hope. Like even in this remote island, you could still make a fire. You could still having a hope. So this is what it they get from seeing Sato trying, seeing people trying could light could light you a fire and make you wanted to try to. And so what generally teaching. So Mizagi just think that it's good that Sato didn't die, but Sato is, gonna jump at that time is because of the fact that Misaki encouraging him by her harsh words, her reality that she is distant Sato, and Sato gonna punch her, implies that, and she is scared like a cat, and implies that she has the bad past with her father and mother, and generally not scared, and he got hit often, so she has the immediate reaction that she needs to avoid by doing this, that she will hurt the least. That's probably what Mizagi learned from a lot of the beating, which is a tragic things that happen. As the creator, I don't know if the creator of the NHK, the other, Timoto Takimoto, or something, I don't remember his name, but he seems to be a nice, good guy, and generally, I don't know why he think that deep and dark. And so, of the events in the NHK, maybe he has a lot of the past experience with them, and like generally, and the Yukasaki using the baits to go back to the island, as like Sato still can't sleep because of the fact that he been through so much. He can't even compare. He can't even compare to these people who's who's just gonna suicide and survive by that, and just thinking that, and just being the past by now. But Sato have been like Mizaki just disdain him. He gonna jump. He got hit at when he wanted to leave the maze, and at before that he wanted to having a good experience generally, and having a lot of shocks makes him just strain him, and to the point that he probably don't trust anyone anymore, and like he been through so much. If you can't, like, it is humanly, it is, and if you see he been through like a lot of incidents, he got being hikikomori, and generally so much is escalated from him getting addicted, and having Hashiwa dumped him, and his mom visits, and to Kashiwa senpai, and jumping into it, like even if addicting and going out and stuff and finding Misaki, and it is much, that is too much for Sato already. But this is just like Misa and it's escalated from that is too much for Sato to that that's like too high, that is too, great incident for Sato. It's escalated too much to Sato, to that, from addicting to stuff, which is, and finding Misaki, and just as much for him, and escalated to suicide incident. So it is no surprise that Sato will just, like, emotion with Sato will just be numb by now, and he's just not feeling anything, and he just kind of disassociated to the well and stuff, and he just like don't care anymore. And mind now, you see that Sato doesn't trust anyone else besides him. Even this the reason that everything happened is that Sato trusts someone like Misaki, and and stuff. And Sato trusts because she wasn't biased. So that's what happened when he trusts because she wasn't biased. So he thinks that they probably ingrained to him that he shouldn't trust anyone anymore. And so, as you can see, the boats go back into the Iceland, the home, and Yukazaki just being nice in front, but allows you just being careless again to help both of these guys to being in the hotel, to just being on holiday and generally just chilling. So and Misaki just go out because of the fact that she maybe doesn't want to confront with Sato right now, and the fact, and it ended the suicide arc. Not ended, but gonna end it soon. So these guys just go onto the onsen. The group of suicide go onto the onsen and so generally, like, and so this uncles is just in the past, I believe he is gonna suicide and stuff, and he have the experience that everyone would be trying to find him and being the big chaos. So generally, suicide, he said that suicide is not good, it's not contribute anything to, it's bad for everyone, and generally made chaos for everyone else. But if you being hikikomori, maybe that would make more chaos. Or if you were born because of you doesn't want to born, and you generally have the authority to suicide, and this is the most debate stuff in Japan, I'd say. But generally NHK take the side of the fact that you shouldn't suicide because you make trouble for everyone, and it's generally not a good way out. Like your life could be fixed. Like everyone just do not want to be bored, and but like for for my instances, I don't want to suicide, even if my life is pathetic. Is because of the fact that I just, at last you would die anyway. Why we die faster? Like you maybe you maybe just I just like it is more easier to be. I don't have the courage to suicide, and it'd be easier for me to like waiting for me to be old in the old age and die. That way it'd be like normal natural way, and like it's be easier and just leave. Like it's easier. It's not causing trouble for anyone, and generally going to old age and die the natural way. And it is chilling. Like you just watch anime until you die. Like I think like you just like I have too many anime to watch to die before the old age. And generally he just explained why suicide is bad for people around you, and I agree. But uh because of the fact that why die faster when you could just watch anime until you die. Like I don't understand. And like you die from old age anyway, just don't watch, you know. And really uh Jigsaw. And again, she was said by sucked up, now sucked up to Jigsaw. This is just like not anime analysis anymore. Just like I just condemn condemn because she wasn't by partly like, and so mostly. And so this and so it's when the parents come, it shows that Hidehito is shouldn't be too serious. Like even if he just can't be the doctor anymore, just don't worry about the doctor. He like your work is not everything. You could just start over, do other thing and stuff. It's not the right way to suicide because you still can start over. Your life you can fix right now. Like it's not like the like it's not like this guy's whose life is just already fucked up, and he don't have any comedy and like and stuff. And even then he still can start over with his sons come and start again. And like just don't worry too much about your job and stuff, because of the fact that you are just because of the fact that you fucked up, and just because of the fact that you fucked up once, and you steal your mom credit cards, and like you don't have any, like even then the money can still be, you can still get more money. And that's a good mindset. If that's a great mindset, like you still can get everything, still can fix everything, still could, even if you be in debt. Like it doesn't mean that you couldn't have fun in life. Like just paying out your debt, even if it's for the year, and having the lesson learned that you shouldn't be doing this. And and generally shows that how human flaws, that human still could fix themselves, still could grow from the failure, and someone will grieve if you died. But I still didn't agree that someone will grieve if you die. Like it just, it just like momentarily. Even if they grieve, like they will move on with their life. Like you just died there, and nothing will care. They will just move on. Um, and so it just like uh and I still doesn't agree to this statement. But for me, I'm just like done suicide because you know you have too many anime, too many manga, too many games, too many stuff to do, to play, to watch, and like dying on old age is way easier because the nature forces you to die. And these guys bringing the Final Fantasy, which what could be a game that could be say that it is Final Fantasy that is so resemble. So foreshadow the next arc of Addicted to the Games, and also the next arc of games of Sado playing games is also resemble to also be used in the arc of Megumi, in the arc of Pyramid Scream, which is also used because of like the Sado's playing game, so they could help the Hobby guy in Megumi places, and and this moment of goodbye is kind of hits me somehow. We probably won't meet again, but take care. Like Hideki though is a person that like we all just met once in a lifetime, that thought, and so momentarily, and probably won't meet again. It doesn't. It's highlighted how the world is a vast place. We have the same a lot of a lot of personality, and we still care for each other even if we meet again. And like I like the world doesn't center around Sado alone. This is what NHK trying to say in a lot of people. There's a lot of people. There's people who care for you, even if you meet. It is fate. Like even if you meet a little bit, you just at last say goodbye. So and Yamazaki, you really care for Sado. I don't think it's because he created game with him, and so he rushes to selling the games without caring for Sado. But he cares for Sado. He's just dedicated to helping Sado. But he is a person that probably doesn't. He just like when he finished the bake, there's no reason to stay, and he just go. It's he think so lexically, so solidly. Kind of doesn't really care about the immersion that much. And so Misaki and Sado go home, and when Kashiwa Senpai goes home, and Jigasaki wanted to get Sado home with him, and so Kashiwa Senpai is just manipulate Sado again, and facing making a face a face like a person that having uh, a really sad face and manipulate Sada and sucked up to Chikazaki. Sada doesn't have any value in her anymore. It's like using Sada and just get him out of the way, and generally like fucked it. Sada doesn't have any value anymore, and generally Chikazaki is better income, have better faces, not a hikikomori like you. Like that day that I rely on you is because of the fact that the day I rely on hikikomori like you is because of the fact that I don't have any more people to rely on. So you're just second options. So goodbye, fuck you. And Kishiwa Senpai just go out with Chikazaki and fuck Sado, and like. And it's just so sad scenes that Sado again got dumped, as everyone else have parents, have everyone to, you know, go around and go that care for them. They back Sado and Yamasaki with that just dump Sado, and this guy's too doesn't have anyone. But at last this guy have these kids of him and start again, and say that they could start again. So Sado is now alone. He goes alone, and it just hits him that no one really care that much for him. Yamazaki might care for him, but to the extent that it is necessary, but then he's just like go away because of the fact that he's just a person that kind of person that do the job done and go home and like that. So logically, and like so they just go home alone and just thinking, reflect of the experience that Miyazaki just fucked him and stuff, and say stupid things to and condemned himself, and he just home alone with himself. So he doesn't have anyone with him and craft the beer and stuff. And so Mizaki just invites Sado to her counseling again, and Sado thinking that Masaki can sell a game a bit, but Sado didn't care about the game that much. He cared about the pitch. He cared about against me. So he just got back to Mizaki, but Mizaki just hide the reason that she wanted Sado to be here because of the fact that because of the contract, and she hide her happiness and her sadness and stuff with the contract, as she hide it in front of her. But and she's sorry that she keeping her house secret, and she will be collected. At first she will be collected 1 million yen, but she's sorry that she's keeping her house a secret. So she apologized not getting the money. So but she is also glad that she's come back, and it shows into the scenes of cats. It means that Sado being cats again and meet the house and stuff. and got back and stuff, and you know and Sado got caught again. That is the reality, and I really love the titles of this episode, like but after he got to our firm suicide, he got hit by his income, get caught again, and that it's welcome the cruel reality.